Let's hope everything's working. Mildly concerned because I broke everything in OBS. Now I'm hoping it's fixed. Looks like it might be okay. My upload speed seems a lot lower than it was before, but I don't think that has to do with me fucking up OBS. I don't know what the deal is there. I'll figure out if we drop any frames or whatever, but sorry for the later stream. I managed to like absolutely break everything. And we'll see if the chat box actually works, because that's the thing I was trying to fix. That and the mic. And I think I actually fixed the mic. I might need to turn it down, though. I'm not sure. I'll wait till people start trickling in. But I think the mic is better quality, though. Chat test kappa. Holy crap. Chat doesn't look like garbage. Might have actually worked. It's a little bit small, though. I'm gonna turn down my mic a little bit, and better be too quiet than too loud, probably. So it looks like if there's like a long message in chat, that might be problematic. I don't know if it just like takes up a whole space if you type more than like 3 words, but yeah, I'll fiddle with it more as the stream goes on. But anyway, actual Magic content. I wanted to play basic planes instead of this Flagstones. I think the Flagstones is reaching the point where it's no longer free. I think with the fall of decks that you really want Cataclysm against, especially with like the main reason I added Flagstones was because there were a lot of Planeswalkers running around, and you were often forced to cast Cataclysm before you really like wanted to, because you needed to like get rid of a Jason, a Narset, or like a Karn or something. Wow, yeah, chat looks like way too small. I mean, not too small, but just like it's too squished. It looks like you're not going to be able to like... It doesn't seem like it's going to look good on screen, but I'll figure it out. But anyway, so I was playing the Flagstones to try to supplement that plan. Sometimes if you had Flagstones, you could afford to cast Cataclysm earlier, etc., etc. But now, there are less matchups where you really want Cataclysm, and there are more matchups where you are boarding in Rest in Peace versus Wasteland decks. Namely, Rug Delver and 4-color Delver. And that is a real opportunity cost playing Flagstones of Trocare and Rest in Peace. Because your mana and specifically your white mana are at a premium in the Delver matchups. A lot of how you lose is you get out-tempoed, you get wastelanded a couple times, they turn on their dazes, they force or bolt your plays and stuff like that. And like playing a turn 2 Rest in Peace and then wastelanding your only white source in your Flagstones of Trocare is pretty bad for you. So I don't think it's worth it currently. Have you considered splashing for Ren in 6? Oh, it actually doesn't look bad when you say a longer thing. I don't know how it's resizing chat, but it actually doesn't look like shit. I might have actually managed to fix chat and fix my mic. So maybe breaking OBS was worth it. But my upload speed is like has dropped considerably, and I don't know why. That's what the cool... I mean, you just like play a bunch of fetch lands, then Ren 6, then you wasteland Ren 6 your opponent, and then you're just playing Maverick, which is, I guess, reasonable. Why on earth do I own 2 Flagstones? But anyway, wait, did I want to do anything to the sideboard? I like vaguely wanted like a Path to Exile over this Ballista, I think. Makes the sideboard map a little bit more awkward versus some of the Delver variants. But I think I vaguely want it versus like the 4-color lists. And this Ballista has been decidedly mediocre. I think I want Path more versus like the Tarmogoyf decks. Let's play Path again. Something like this seems okay. Yeah. Don't know where I want my Graveyard Hate to be either. Also, please tell me if my mic is too loud or anything, or too quiet. Or if the audio, if you were watching last week's streams, has the audio quality improved at all. Because that's my main concern. Legacy. Oh, I need to update Stream Decker as well. But I'll just do that as we get in here. Not Stream Decker, Cardboard Live. Whoops. Don't tell Cardboard Live I said that, chat. I used to use Stream Decker, but then I switched to Cardboard Live because Cardboard Live is far superior. Cut the flagstones, add a planes, and sideboard, add a path to exile, and cut the ballista. Also, let me know if at any point you guys can hear the moto sounds. I fiddled with a bunch of the audio stuff, so if you guys can hear moto again, I need to turn that down. My friend plays Charlotte's Bug still, and I convinced him to splash for Arena 6 just to see if I could. Dude, Charlotte's Agent into Arena 6. Wombo combo. Who needs Charlotte's Agent into Ancestral Visions when you have Charlotte's Agent into Arena 6? Oh wow, moto sounds are loud. I turned the speakers down. Sounds kind of shitty. Seems like not the worst in the world. Like, I would probably keep this against Delver. I mean, if we're living in a Delver Ren and 6 world, then it sounds great, right? We plow their thing, we cast Provoker on Ren, and then we need, like, Recruiter. I feel like we could get a better 6, though. Anything that contains Aether Vial, Thalia, Stoneforge Mystic. Probably stronger. The port's awkward because we're tapping out a bunch. Same with the Wasteland, but at least a little bit less so. I don't think I want this hand. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh yeah, you can open up that door. Yes. Oh, thank you. God, I love the London Mulligan. God, fuck off, Batterskull. Fuck right off. God. London Mulligan, so good. So now we have port into Thalia, or cast Thalia, depending on if this gets countered here. This could get dazed. Spell pierced, alright. Well, we'll cast our Thalia. Sucks when they get to convert their spell pierces pre-board, but sometimes it happens. Seems like Rogue Delver probably maybe 4-color, but I don't think 4 colors were playing Pierce. Goose, huh? Yeah, we'll slam Thalia into Goose. I think they would have dazed if they... Oh, maybe they wouldn't have dazed if they had daze, but I don't think we can really play around it, especially with this hand. We're just jamming all our spells on curve. Nice nimble Mongoose opponent. Nimble Mongoose into 2-mana Ponder. Feels good. Oh wait, you guys can see this again. Why can you guys see this again? Need to scoot chat out of here because it's hideous. The chat and the game log. Anyway, is there any punishment to flickering my Thalia? No, right? Like there's no free spell. They're not gonna like gut shot my Flicker Wisp. Just because I wanted to like be able to like block this mongoose, and I'm also just want to hit them. The chance I could have like ported, maybe. I vaguely want to get this jailer online. It's kind of scary if they have a true name though. Or if they have like a Ren in 6. Could actually be pretty bad for me. We can't attack through they could like chump block with the goose and then they use the Ren and kill the Thalia too, and then I'm surprised that I actually may have made chat not look like garbage. There's a Delver. No, it's a jailer target. I think I just want to convert this jailer while I still can. If they daze it, like I don't really care. We have plow for it later. If they don't daze it, like we're very well off. It's a matter of like what can I attack with if I... Oh no, we have 2 blockers, so I can attack with the Wisp. So we have Thalia and Jailer back to block, so they couldn't hit me with the Goose. Let's try to convert this Jailer into something. They might have like a daze, and that's fine. Keeps them off of Ren and 6 for another turn. Now we just attack with both things. I think we're just like vastly winning this race, especially with like plow in our hand and stuff. Kill this Delver next turn. What you got over there, opponent? Brainstorm. Casting Brainstorm. Good. I do think I need to expand the graveyards in some way that looks better on the stream. I think the cards are probably big enough, but the graveyards are very teeny. I'll take 4 here. They're tapped out, so that's actually pretty good. But we'll just plow the Aberration and recruit something. Oh no, we can't do that. Plow costs 2 mana. Kind of down for just plow plus port this trop, though. Okay, they just concede. Sure. My dog is probably one of the better parts of Twitter right now. My dog is great for Twitter, that's for sure. She's very photogenic and loves chasing tennis balls in the backyard. Alright, so now I have to figure out, I've messed up my Delver mapping by adding this Path to Exile. So I need to figure out what I want to do with that. What do we cut? Spirit Keeper, maybe? Spirit Keeper, at least for this matchup. I don't know what I would do, because this is a similar board plan of what we would do versus Blue-Red Delver, except for Chalices instead of Rips. And if it were Blue-Red, we wouldn't have Rips, so like Spirit Keeper would be better, but maybe for Rogue Delver, Spirit Keeper isn't good enough. Because of like the dyssynergy with Rest in Peace. Or maybe I don't want 2 Prelates versus Rogue Delver. I'm not sure. I need to like rethink these matchups. Mostly just added the path because of like the 4-color Delver nonsense. But maybe I need to like just stop being lazy and sit down and like make a sideboard map to prep for this tournament. So busy though. Let's cut Spirit Keeper. It is like actually almost keepable. If this was like a port, I might actually keep something like this, but a little bit too action light. This is definitely keepable. We'll just shove this Sword of Fire and Ice. We already have 2 Stone Forges, so like we don't need this other equipment sitting in our hand. Man, I love the London Mulligan. Have I mentioned that? London Mulligan just feels great every time I multi 6. It's like, wow. This is much better than just, like, keeping a 6 and, like, scrying around a card. Did not shuffle. Probably would not have wastelanded it anyway, unless we, maybe if we drew another land that turn. So this always sucks if they have Ren in 6. If they just, when you're on the draw and you play turn 1 Mom and you just get Renned. Kind of sucks, but comes with the territory. How bad, how loud is my mic? Hang on. I should listen to myself. Give me one moment, chat. I just realized I can't hear myself at all because I turned my computer sounds down a lot. So that does not help me. Don't Ren me. Don't do it. Nope. Okay, just bowl. That's fine. That's totally fine. It's a good volume? Alright, that's good. Is there no, like... Before I had, like, some garbagey feedback going on. Like, when I got too loud. Oh god, the cats are in here. I think this port's probably less important to what I'm doing. With no Vial and being mana tight. If they waste on this port, I'm less upset. Stifle my Stoneforge trigger? Jeez, yeah, sure. More where that came from, opponent. Okay, cats, get out of here. This is not for you. This is... We want more white mana. I'll take Thalia. So, we don't really need this second colorless, so like Wastelanding here doesn't feel particularly greedy. It's the question of, do we want to play around like another removal spell or another bolt? Or not, no, that's the same thing. Another removal spell or another daze, right? We could Wasteland and then go to main 2, or we could cast Thalia with the Wasteland up. I think I'd rather get my Thalia dazed than bolted. Because that sets them back on mana again. They didn't cast anything here, so I imagine there's like True Name or something in their hand. They haven't gotten to 3 mana yet. So I think I want to Wasteland their red mana and then cast Thalia. But they could actually stifle me here. Which maybe I don't want to Wasteland for that reason. Yeah, maybe we'll just cast Thalia. Yeah, we're going to cast Thalia. If they tap out, we'll Wasteland the Volk. An interesting decision point here. Force. Pitching Stifle. Nice. Alright, I'll take that. Do we play around second Stifle? I guess we'll Wasteland it in the upkeep. Maybe we don't Wasteland it at all to play around Dazes. They have 3 cards in hand. I think I do want to Wasteland. Ponder does not shuffle. Second drop. Not a great draw. Oh yeah, the sword is on the bottom of our deck. This is our first shuffle. I think I probably want sword. My concern is True Nemesis because they just like haven't been doing anything. GTA is like not super powerful versus some of Rogue Delver's threats as well, like Tarmogoyf. Ren 6, alright. Could certainly be worse. We get a Batterskull at least. We have a Council's Judgment for it eventually. Pass the turn here. spewing a little bit of information there. They didn't need to. They could have just bought back the Delta and played it, right? I'm deeply concerned that this equipment's not going to live, but maybe they just had like bolt, and they think I only have the sword here. We'll try the batter skull at least. They could have just had ancient grudge and we're sad, but. Oh god, the cat. She's being a terror. Cat, don't do it! Stop climbing on that! I think I'm just gonna send both at Ren and see what happens to my batter skull. We could even pick it up if we wanted, if they have like ancient grudge. Nope, get down from there. Dang cat. Alright, I'll pick up my batter skull. I don't know why they waited. It's a little bit dangerous, but I think if the Stoneward is connecting, this thing's not ulting that soon. It's like if they, it's dangerous if like they counter my Council's Judgment, we might not be able to pressure it down, but I think I'm fine just picking it back up. Really don't have any idea why they just waited for that. Seems like just like not the correct play. They did not shuffle on the ponder. They fetch. Nope. Just stop jumping on stuff. Get out of here. Dang cats. Fetches their 9 millionth trop. Nothing. Nothing, huh? They have Flooded Strain in hand and 3 unknowns, one of which they kept on the ponder. This thing's gonna tick up to 6 if we just spend our turn putting in Batter Skull again. Kind of wish we had drawn a 4th land. Although then we wouldn't have a 2-drop, so I guess it wouldn't have actually mattered that much. I specialize in cat removal if you need assistance. We could just keep it. We could just attack the Ren. And, like, put Prelate on 1 or something. It's probably not unreasonable. I don't feel like Batter Skull is very reliable currently. I don't think I want to Council's Judgment this Ren either. I feel like they have to have, like, counters with some shit in their hand. They have 4 cards in it and haven't done anything yet. I'm gonna attack the Ren and see what happens. We could easily just have like a Daze for the Judgment. I want to probably at least another land. I think let's slam Prelate. This adds to the board with things that can't be pinged off by Ren. Yeah, Force Pitch Stifle, that's fine. So they had a Stifle, which also would stop the Batter Skull, kind of. We had a Flicker Wisp. Goyf is not that bad. We can definitely beat a Goyf. Buys back the Delta. You're running out of fetchables. Yeah, they have Delta, Flooded Strand in hand currently, and 1 unknown. Plow is a very good draw. Now I think I will just plow this Goyf and deploy Batter Skull. We know they have 2 garbage cards in hand. And we still just have this Council's Judgment. Yeah, there's a finite amount of card advantage this Ren and 6 can generate as Rogue Delver. You only have like 6 lands in the deck. Fetch the 3rd Bulk. Fail to find. And then buy it back. Okay. Is their hand the 3rd Volk? Their hand is third Volk and Flooded Strand. We could just equip the Sword to the Banner Skull and just fucking go to town, but I don't think I want to do that right now. Maybe I do. I'm just worried about, like, some sort of removal spell. They have 3 cards in hand, so yeah, they could have something, right? Because they have the... No, they have the Delta, the Flooded Strand, and apparently the third Volk, right? Like, that's their hand? Or they just, like, failed to find on that Delta as, like, a massive bluff for some reason. We could just equip the Sword to the Germ and bash the Wren. Just, like, the Delver doesn't matter. If they shatter the Skull after I do that, this Wren goes up to 7, but we have a Mystic and a Sword and still this Council's Judgment. I'm fine with that. Let's go for it. They have, like, Ancient Grudge somehow. I'm pretty sure I know their whole hand, though. They have Ancient Grudge. This is, unfortunate, though. Okay, cool. They lost. We did it. Easy. My favorite, like, ridiculous legacy statement, they're running out of vegetables. Everybody's undefeated with this. No, he was playing 4-color, right? That was just Rug that we were against. He hasn't been playing D&T recently. I've seen him on, like, various, like, he was on, like, Miracles for a bit. I think he was on, like, Ren piles and stuff, too. Do I keep this? I probably keep this. We're fine. We'll draw a 3rd land. Something famous last words. We played against this person. Maybe even Friday. I definitely remember this name, but Lord knows my memory is absolute shit. No idea what they're on. Oh man, yes, more Delver. Give me. Please don't rend me though, that would be kind of rude. Don't do it. Don't cast Ren in 6. You can cast like a bolt, that's fine. Nope. Okay, thank God. It'd also be great if this brainstorm just didn't find a bolt. That'd be even better. Nice. We can untap the mom. I feel like my Stoneforge is getting dazed. They just, like, cantripped. We don't block this. We have a plow. Land is nice. Not great, because it wants to be a white land. But, yeah, we will definitely plow this Delver. We're going to do it now to play around Spell Pierces, because it's game 1. Maybe I even wanted to actually Wasteland there. They brainstormed, and then they pondered and shuffled, though. What are we scared of? Like a True Name? Be like kind of obnoxious. Definitely beatable. That Wasteland is pretty annoying. White Source? Not. That's like the opposite of a White Source. Stoneforge. Force Pitch Stifle, sure. Really just still need a White Source. I don't think I want a Wasteland. Especially, yeah, I don't want to wasteland, because then my opponent wastelands me, I'd have to wasteland their wasteland, which I don't want to do. If we have, yeah. Goose is fine. I think I'm probably playing Wisp before Burmas, because we haven't played into Days yet. Or we'll just never find a White Source and die. It's like also reasonable. Looks like we might be dead here. What happened to the tomb in your list? Actually, oh, I didn't. Did I not finish uploading? Tomb should still be in my list. Days, sure, whatever. Did I not finish changing Stream Decker? Not Stream Decker. Why do I keep calling it that? Cardboard Live. I've never made that mistake. It's just not. I'm not on the ball today. Update stream. But I never cut the Ancient Tomb, so... Classic glut of 3 drops, all double white. Also just, like, having 2 mana, but yes. We kept this hand, and then I believe I said something like, we'll find our 3rd land. And then we didn't. Well, we kind of did, but it was a port, and then we got wastelanded. At this point, we just need to draw, like, Stoneforge Mystic more than a... Yeah, that's... Probably just dead now, right? 7, draw Stoneforge, it doesn't get countered. Have to go get Batter Skull. Then we're at 4, put in the Batter Skull, we go to 1, we get bolted, we die. Yeah, we're dead. Cool. Unfortunate. Having a rough go of it that game. Bring in this. Cut the Spirit Keeper, Revokers, Jailer, Recruiters. We just played this matchup, so Sideburn's really easy. Cut Spirit Keeper, huh? I added a path to the sideboard. So for I wasn't 100% sure, but for this matchup, you're bringing Rest of Peace, which makes Spirit Keeper worse. There's a chance I want to be cutting, like, maybe I don't want both the Prelates or something rather than cutting the Spirit Keeper, but adding a 7th card to the sideboard. Alright, we're going to keep this hand and we're going to fucking die. But, like, I'm not mulling this hand. What switches are in the keyboard? Sounds kind of like greens. People keep asking me these questions, and I don't know the answers. It's just some Corsair brand keyboard. I don't know what these switches are. Or that they sound like certain switches that exist in the world. I know nothing about computers. Goose, thank God, not Delver. Alright, we'll slam Thalia. We have duplicates. Rend me? Oh, they can't rend me, right? This is Thalia. We're good. Are they just forwarding me? That's valid. Alright. Do I just play this other Thalia and then die to Ren and 6 now? They have 5 cards still in hand. We could, like, play this Aether Vial. I might actually need to play this Aether Vial. More than, like, we want this Thalia or anything. Opponent's clock is currently slow, so Corsair switches. Yeah, I think I did hear that. I heard someone in my chat at some point mentioned that Corsair have custom switches. Like, I would need to order if I have a switch break or something. I would need to order straight from them. And I only know that information because someone else already told me. Ah, yes. Yes! I mean, it's getting a little scary. There are 4 cards in yard, but for now it's okay. For now we can beat these geese. Thank God these aren't Delvers. Oh, that's not very useful. Let's play our Thalia here. I think I want to just try to hold them off of Threshold. Fuck, they did ever N6, that sucks. But at least we still only take 3 here. Path Exile, not very good here. The Stoneforge is also not very good on 1 land versus Ren buying back this Wasteland. So all we need is like 1 activation. Probably have to actually tick up this Vial to 3 for this Wisp, right? Like Wisp the Ren and 6 on their second main. Or I guess maybe their upkeeps them get more value out of it. Want to play Horizon Canopy, Aggro Field? Yeah, everyone's playing Delver. And they like have a bunch of Wastelands and Ren and 6s. I don't want to play a land that hurts me and then also like is bad against Wasteland. Yeah, now these geese are scary. We're probably dead here. Right? This is just like fucking 9 damage into Ren and 6. I'll upload your rig parts. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to do that. So, like, I think that came up last week that people wanted to know what my setup was, and I said I would put it into, like, the Twitch stuff down below. If they have nothing, and we draw second land for this Batter Skull, we might not be dead. That doesn't look like nothing. That looks like Stifle. So now we want to leave this Vial on 2, I think, to draw a second land. We can Vial in the second Stoneforge to get Batter Skull and put it in, right? And again, hoping that they have nothing. So we leave this one on 2. Land. Not a land. Cool. We appear to be dead. Block, block. Path our own thing. Yeah, we did. The old 2002. Both those games were super awkward. Not really, like... Not a lot we could do besides, like, mulligan, more aggressively mulligan those hands. I think those hands are, like, perfectly acceptable, but you just have to, like, trust in the Moto gods, the magic gods that you, like, will hit a 3rd land drop, and we just, like, never did either game. And those are the games that you definitely lose against Delver, where you just get like out-tempoed, they wasteland you and you can't cast your spells and you die. If you like just hit 3 land drops against Delver, you're usually fine. True Nightmare. I follow him on Twitter. Played against him in GP Niagara. He was on Storm, but I don't know if he's a Storm player or just a Legacy player. Not actually sure, but regardless, this hand sucks. Wow, this hand sucks too. Alright, well, this is a really good 5. Here's a team with some kind of lone pile, but he's got a wide range. Yeah. Figured I thought he was more of a Legacy, just like a generic Legacy player than a Storm player. So we want one of these planes, and I think one of these mana denial lands. I think Port. I think we're keeping planes Port and Vial. Oh no, obviously in Vial and our spells. I think I'm going to ship Wasteland planes. There's argument to shipping both these things and trying to have a stable mana base versus like Delver and a bunch of garbage, but I think we need to like mana deny my opponent. Because we're on a mold of 5 on the play, so we need to extract some value. Like, depending on what my opponent does, I might even just jam this Thalia on turn 2. That doesn't really tell me a lot. No, I wish I kept Wasteland. I think maybe I want to jam this Thalia on 2. Because they're on Delver and we get dazed. Like, reasonably high. Yeah, we won't. Don't think we can afford to, like, play into daze here. Look like a fool when I get stormed. Miracles? Jeskai Stoneblade? Alright. This is traditionally not a good matchup at all, so, Revoker's nice. We can revoke this GT. I think I want to just Violent Thalia cast Stoneforge here. And go get Sword. Just like, porting's not very effective when my opponent can just activate their Stoneforge here. We're going to Violent Thalia to play around Force of Will. Play land, Stoneforge, go get Sword. Plot twist, they splash green for Ren and 6. It's just gonna go drop Ren and 6 your Thalia. God. I would be more than a little upset, not gonna lie. Oh no, here it comes. Fetch Tropical Island. We're going to leave this Val on 2 for our Revoker. What's going on here? Plow the Thalia. Ooh. I'm down for that. Ooh, I could plow the Stoneforge now if I wanted. Although that means that we can't put in our sword, so I don't really care. If my opponent like casts GTA, we just Val the Revoker, we can plow it later. We just want to get our sword in play. So we'll just pass. Really wish I'd kept that Wasteland instead of that port. Would love to have like used a Wasteland at some point here, but obviously you don't know that you're going to draw the second port or that you're going to draw a third land at all. Nothing, huh? Don't think I want to put in my Revoker. I think I wanted them to like plow my Stoneforge Mystic. Sure. Okay. There's a Wasteland. A little bit not good now. Putting us a lot of lands here, but I think I'm equipping my Stoneforge and attacking, just forcing the plow, and then we'll Wasteland like this Volcanic, I guess, and we can like plow their Stoneforge. Didn't expect a Batter Skull, but we have a plow for it. Man, if they have like Spell Pierce, be unfortunate. That's fine. If they have like Force of Will, I guess, too. That's unfortunate. Daze! Oh, the punish! Oh, God! Oh, that hurts. This is bad. Did not expect Daze, if I'm being honest. We might now be dead. A series of unfortunate events. Wasteland the Volcanic anyway, I think. I don't know what the red could possibly be for, but it can't be for anything good for me. Delver next turn, yeah. Suddenly just got Delver Blade. Flashback to 2014. Sheepishly play the post-Daze land. What's up, Lackey? I would have been too ashamed to play the Wasteland post combat. That's like a thing about like fucking up though, is that you can't let your fuck ups make you do more fuck ups, right? Like it's still correct to play the Wasteland there. There's no reason in playing worse because you made a bad play. Deck, sure, we might be dead here. I'm gonna put in a Revoker now. I still have 5 cards and doesn't help that we mulled here. Was GT. Don't think we can afford to name Stoneforge here. Seems like extremely greedy. They just cast the GT. Took this file up to 3 now. And immediately draw a 2-drop. Just gonna kill a Roker before I draw Flicker Wisp, I imagine. What 2-drop remove? Oh, no, they need white mana, I guess. You gonna fetch another Tundra? Bolt? No, you could have cast a Bolt. Oh god, they're on that terrible Punishing Fire Delver list from the MCQ? God, that matchup's probably just unwinnable, isn't it? That list was so bad. Terrible in quotations. Why are you playing Punishing Fire in your Delver deck? It's very not good. Like, was that deck actually playing Ren and 6? I didn't think it was. I thought it was like Jeskai Delver playing Punishing Fire in it. Let me go pull up the list. Port this Volcanic Island so I can have 6 and find the list. Yeah, this deck isn't playing Ren. This deck is just like blue, white, red Delver with 3 Grove of the Burn Willows and 3 Punishing Fires in it. It's like saying Plow and Delver can't be good while it kicks your ass. I think it's very different. I think this deck is like actively atrocious. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hey, Flicker Wisp. That's like an actual Magic card here. I also do think that blue white Delver was like not a great deck. It was very summarily replaced by just normal blue-white Stoneblade. God, floating mana, the worst. Equip to the Germ, please. That would just make my life so good. Just equip to the German attack would be perfect for me, but yeah. I mean, equipping to the Stoneforge is the good play. Now we need to draw an answer for this Batter Skull. Let's just top deck another Flicker Wisp, maybe. Not super helpful. I think we want to draw a card more than we want to. We could like try to play Thalia and equip it with the sword to block the germ from the the GTA me, but I don't think that plan's gonna work out very well. I think we just need to get lucky off the top here. We could draw like Caracas, would maybe do something. Probably not though. They probably have like a removal spell. Clear off this Stoneforge. Jite, huh? Our own Jite is certainly interesting. I wonder if we just cast this Jite and hope that they don't have the few randoms who were willing to play Blue-White Delver. Good players stuck to it and did well. I mean, that you can say that for like a lot of legacy decks though. Just like good players doing well with the deck doesn't make a deck good, right? It makes players good. Good players can win despite their deck building, not because of it, etc., etc. So if I cast Thalia, there's a chance my opponent just like doesn't clear my doesn't clear the Thalia, and then we can't like GTA equip. But if I don't cast Thalia, then we're just under like a lot of pressure. If my opponent has like one removal spell, if my opponent has a plow, we're in a very bad spot. My opponent only has 2 more plows in the deck though, notably. So like maybe we get our GTA in play instead and hope that it just hope that they can't ice this Wisp. Then our GTA tries to race them, which doesn't race very well actually, because I think we need to cast this Thalia. Did Blue-White Delver actually like do anything though? It like did well in some challenges for a little bit, but then like Blue-White Stoneblade went and like went super popular and like did well at GP Niagara Falls and stuff. No equip. Should I be alarmed? I feel alarmed. No equip is terrifying. Tempted to block because we're so low, but I don't think so. Opponent doesn't play Bolt. Opponent exclusively plays Punishing Fires, and those are hard to burn you out with. Fifth land helps us attempt to GTA my opponent. We're just going all out on this Wisp, I think. Maybe we was ready to equip to Thalia. We still get to attack with both. They can't block. They have a plow. That's bad. Punishing Fire the Thalia and then plow? Alright, yeah, we died to that. We couldn't beat that regardless of our choices. Yup. Alright, can't beat that. Can't beat 2-mana shock. What the fuck does this deck even do? Just doesn't do anything. It just like has Punishing Fires in their Delver deck. That's it. There's no bolts. There's like some Pyroblasts in the sideboard. There's just nothing. How do I board against this? We'll start with the Stoneblade cards, I guess. the Jailer. Cut the Spirit Keeper. Probably cut all our plows. Can't wait till they have to ban Arkham's Astrolabe because Running 6 is their baby and Lux Diamond is on the reserve list. Wait, they can ban cards on the reserve list, right? Today's deck list is suboptimal. It doesn't have snow-covered blades to bluff Astrolabe. That's another card that, like, I am extremely unconvinced about, is that I feel like people are playing Astrolabe in decks where, like, you're just casting a 1-mana draw card and not, like, using it because you care about snow mana in any other capacity. And that really baffles me. Like, no one was playing Abundant Growth. It is colorless Abundant Growth, but, like, it's still Abundant Growth, right? Anyway, how am I sideboarding here? I don't think I want Chalices, because Chalice isn't good against punishing fire. I would want Chalices probably against, like, Bolt Plow. Just shave down, like, Thalia's. Do we want Prelate? Prelate's still pretty good. Prelate only gets P-fired. Oh, no, we want to cut these plows. What am I doing? Let's leave our Thalia just go down to 1 plow. Although they probably have to keep in Delver. Their deck is, like, very, very threat light. Maybe I just did want my plows still. It's like, they probably can't afford to cut Delvers. So, like, cards get a lot better when they go from costing a color to a colorless. Yes, but, like, Abundant Growth is a really unplayable card. If you make a really unplayable card colorless, it's suddenly, like, a really good card for, like, legacy control decks. Like, I buy that it's really powerful in Pauper, but, like, Legacy and Pauper aren't, like, exactly the same power level. Sounds great. By the by. Opponent's mana base is actually, like, very horrendous, too. Just, like, no basics. Like, wasting attacking their mana is, like, very viable. I think I'm just gonna play Port here. Don't really think I want to cast anything into, like, my opponent's Daze deck. 2 Spell Snares? God, I don't even know. Every time I look at this deck list, it gets worse. Spell Snare is actually... Yeah, I mean, like, Spell Snare is a good card. It's just, like, I just don't understand, like, all these deck decisions. All these deck building decisions. He fetched Tundra? Like, he can't fetch basics. There are no basics in this deck. Wasteland my Port? Yeah, sure. Just wasteland this Tundra. What happened to that Ponder? Did not shuffle. Or maybe we don't wasteland this. We might need our second land. We'll see. Just, like, rip a land for once today. Nice. That's a good land to rip, too. Tap his Tundra in response. Send a message. Fuck you out of here, Tundra. Oh god, what a Delver deck. What a Delver deck. Grove go. I guess I could just keep getting Sword. like Bone is like true name in their deck. Probably not Batter Skull here. Batter Skull's like decent. Like just punches them. Gets plowed though. Just get Batter Skull. Batter Skull's definitely a consideration, but I think I just want Sword. I think I might just tick this vial up to 3 for Flicker Wisp right now. I don't think this Revoker is, like, super pressing. Finished my paper D&T deck today. Nice! Hope you enjoy it. It's a sweet deck. What a good Delver mana base. Not getting dazed today. Let's just go get like more Flicker Wisps. Tell them that they deserve it, please. Jailer, no, we cut Jailer. They're a true name deck. My opponent deciding on whether or not holding this P-Fire is worth it. Because then I'll just wisp my thing, but they won't get hit by a sword. That's what I imagine is going through their head here. They can't TN... Yeah, they cannot TN enemy right now with Grove mana base. Wait, hang on. I want to draw Step Stop, because if I draw a land, I want to just Wasteland them. Aha! Alright, we did. We drew it. Nice. Oh, hello, kitty. Now we also just get to Flicker Wisp the Stoneforge Mystic. Oh, they're so dead. Yeah, I always forget that, honestly. I'm really bad about, like, sometimes you need to Wasteland in your draw step and stuff. Wasteland or Port. And if I don't set the stop, I'll, like, think about it. I'm like, oh, I need to do this. And then it'll already be my main phase. I believe you're dead, opponent. Mistakes were made. I imagine the mistake that was made was registering Grove the Burnwells in your blue-white Delver deck, rather than, like, misplaying at any point there. Stop chewing on a cardboard box, cat. This should be Batter Skull. They're just super dead. They're unbelievably dead. That's what you get for registering Grove of the Burnwillows in your blue-white Delver deck. Yeah, the line was not registering Punishing Fire in the Delver deck. Exactly. Like, it's literally... There are no red cards in the main deck, aside from 3 Punishing Fires, and they play 3 Volks and 3 Groves. And then in the sideboard, they have an EE, which I guess technically likes red mana, and 3 Pyroblasts. And that's it. That's all the red cards. There are no other red cards in the whole deck. It's just blue-white Delver, but you make your mana base really bad and then play Punishing Fire for some reason. So do we want some number of Plows or this other Prelate? I mean, Punishing Fire, they only have like 3 Plows in their deck. Wait, do they not even have like a Disenchant in the sideboard? They have a Council's Judgment. Huh. Some pretty soft to Stoneforge Mystic. Mystic seemed soft to a lot of things, I'm not gonna lie. But Prela maybe is good because one of the ways we actually lose this game is just like getting Punishing Fired, and we can't really afford to bring in like Surgical or Rest in Peace because they're terrible. But they're also just extremely threat light. They're on 4 Delver, 4 Stoneforge, 2 True Name, and then like a handful of sideboard cards, like another True Name, like a Snapcaster, which they probably brought in, a Containment Priest, which they maybe brought in. So like maybe I need to like have some number of plows to answer those things, just because they kind of have to leave them in. Nature's Chant can be cast off Grove easy. Yeah, they don't even have a Nature's Chant. Was Nature's Chant legal for this tournament? Maybe it wasn't. Yeah, I think this was pre Modern. Wait, no, that was Modern Horizons, was it? Was it? I don't fucking know. Yeah, let's submit 2 plows. We have 3 Council Judgments to kill things as well. Double Wasteland like just has to be good against my opponent, right? We're just never casting this Council's Judgment, but this hand's pretty good. Be much better on the play, but I'm pretty sure just Double Wasteland is a sneep against this opponent's mana base. Delverino. How much damage are we taking this Delver if it flips? Wait, they mulled to 6. Okay, they mulled to 6. I think I want to Wasteland this Volk more than I want to like play a Vial into a Daze. I think we can beat a Delver. This deck has very little like pressure. Boo. Well, now we'll play a Vial into a Daze because they're not gonna fetch. Never mind. We'll Wasteland it again. Maybe not if they play another Delver. Maybe they kept 1 island hand to get in the blue heavy deck. Maybe they'll shuffle on this Ponder and I'm just gonna like snap off a second Wasteland. They didn't shuffle on the Ponder. Hey, Swords of Plowshares is good against the Delver. Eventually. I think I need to cast this Vial and hope I don't get dazed more than anything else. Don't daze me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Nice. Resolved. We'll probably just Wasteland next turn. I maybe should have actually played the Wasteland, because if we draw a white source, I want Wasteland and Plow. That's probably a misstep. Opponent says I messed up my Ponder. Oh, they have to Brainstorm. Whoops. That's good for me. Clearly, because we didn't get dazed, it was a mistake to not turn 1 Vial. Clearly. Reveals Ponder off their Brainstorm. Oh, hitting more land drops. That's not nice. More Volcanics. Do I keep hitting these Volcanics? Do I care about Volcanic Island? Like, I don't, right? Volcanic Island is not an actual card. I'd rather hit their Tundras. Oh, damn it, punished for not playing this Wasteland Vial. I really want to Plow here. Are they on Shatters or Disenchants? According to the MCQ list, they're on neither. They're on a single Council's Judgment in the sideboard. I imagine Disenchants are just like better than Shatters as well, so they're probably on Disenchants if anything. But also turns off like Stoneforge and stuff. I think I'm just gonna like eat 6 here and Wasteland this Tundra. I don't want to get like True Named. Eat 6, go to 10. We'll have land Plow, go to 7. And we'll have like Flicker Wisp and shit. That's probably fine. Maybe this Delver won't flip and we'll be fine. Nice. They still have this Ponder in hand. They no longer have this Ponder in hand. it does have Wasteland in it. It's fine. Sucks if my plow gets dazed here, but maybe I block this Delver with my mom. They only have 3 cards in hand. I think I do. Snap block, yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. I think this is like the only way we're losing this game. Try like another Wasteland. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna plow this. Alright. Feeling pretty good here. Only need 1 more land for Council Judgment now, too. Now we're getting Recruiter going. Got more Wisps. Things are looking pretty good. Now I'm gonna cast Rents. I mean, if they go like land True Name, we need to find a land or we're pretty boned. I wonder if I want to like Flicker Wisp out a land. Probably not. I wonder if I wanted to actually recruit a 2-drop there and just cast it. Maybe I did want to do that. But I got nothing. They might have P-Fire, which is scary. I wonder if we need to get, like, Prelate. I'm gonna pop my Vial here. Do they have Disenchants? Containment Priest. Oh man, I forgot to play around that. Fuck. Now I might just, like, lose. I knew it was in their deck, too. Dumb. Let's just draw a land, it'd be fine. We'll be okay. Spell Pierced. Alright, never mind, we're good. They should only have 1 Containment Priest, but let's just make it Recruiter the Guard. 100% would not be surprised by getting Pierced there. I would have, like, I mean, I don't know what I would have done. Might actually just want a Stoneforge. Grab a Stoneforge Mystic. We already have 2 Wisps, so I just want to, like, kill them and be able to erase a True Name if it happens. Then I have 2 cards left in hand. Nope. Yep. Yes. Okay. Well, could be a problem. Certainly. Never mind. I'm gonna flicker this Recruiter right now. I just, like, don't want to get fucking Containment Priested again. Let's go grab another Wisp at this point. Yeah. Got plenty of power in play and stuff. They have 2 cards in hand. Should be fine here, barring some horrible cataclysmic event. Not actual Cataclysm, mind you. We could definitely win if they cast Cataclysm here. They would need to, like, Sulfur Elemental me. And then we would still have, like, Stoneforge. Sure, Narset, yep, that resolves. Narset for Batterskull, deal. So we're probably just casting Stoneforge and holding up this other Wisp. They have a Plow on the Wisp. We just have another Wisp. but I'd rather just hit in our set with both, I think. I don't think the extra 1 damage really matters. I only have 1 card in hand, though. Yeah, fuck it, I'm just staying in their face. If I hit it for 1 damage, I can still minus again. Good old Stoneforge. Go get a sword. Not respect Supreme Verdict at all. Could get like Relic Order, I guess. I don't know how much I care about this Banner Skull. But again, we also just already have another Wisp lined up. We're just gonna like, clock them, so I guess this is a way to, like, if they have True Aim to try to like stunt my attack, then Batterskull to gain life, we can clean up the Batterskull with the Relic Order. What's up, G Lavamancer? How's it going? Would a Wisp to flicker the Recruiter end of turn there? Probably doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm just like tilted from the Containment Priest, so I'm just like continually playing around one that probably doesn't exist. When it's probably better at this point to be playing around just like a Supreme Verdict effect because we're so far ahead. I'm going to equip Sword to Recruiter here, so if they want to kill it in response, we get the most value out of this Wisp. They got me with a Priest. Yeah, after I talked about it, like, as we were sideboarding too, I was like, they're probably bringing in this Containment Priest, and then, like, I just totally forgot about it and, like, played into it. So if they have a removal spell here, we just get more Flicker Wisp value. Can't Punishing Fire all these creatures. There are, in fact, probably too many for you. I could get the 4th Wisp, I guess. I think Vial's like really important in this matchup, though. Especially with like how fragile their mana base is. Like you can utilize your mana a lot. Just like cast a Batterskull here. We have lethal. Why are you making colored mana? Yeah, you don't have to do that. But you are dead. You know we have Relic Order and Wisp in hand. EE on 3. Alright, maybe you're not dead. That actually rats a lot on my board. But then we still just connect for like 5 here. The last card hand is Batterskull. Like, oh no, my sword! It kills the sword too. Sad. Forgot about that. And we'll just Whisper Stoneforge Mystic. We have like a plow for the Batterskull if we want to as well. Punch. You are dead, XJ 2019. I mean, they're still dead. They have a Batterskull in hand. That we can also just prevent them from casting here. They're just dead slower. Not as much dead, exactly. Slightly less dead than before. They did manage to, like, 4-for-1 me, but also I guess that Recruiter of Guard was, like, a 4-for-1 by itself, so... They could, like, literally... I guess I shouldn't be F6ing, because I could get Supreme Verdicted. Would you say he's only mostly dead? I'd say I would be very surprised if I lost this game. Like, maybe if they had True Name into... No, they couldn't even cast the Batterskull. True Name here into land Batterskull, and I think they would have been dead by then, but if they're not, then they could, like, maybe remove my Relic Order and then equip to the... No, that's like way too much mana. They're just dead. That's pretty cool. I don't really think I care about it. I'm just gonna punch for 5. They have like... And buy back the P-Fire, shoot my Wisp if they want. Oh, they just have a P-Fire, sure. Oh, then they can buy back both. Okay. P-Fire is starting to be good. I mean, we have a Batter Skull. And we have a Thalia with a Caracas. And P-Fire is lawless good when it costs 3 mana. 3 mana shocks, worse than 2 mana shocks. I wonder if I just play this Relic Warder out to get them more dead. Yeah. They should need to get rid of Batter. What do you mean? Like, how do they kill a Batter Skull? It just goes back into my hand, and then they have to deal with it again and again and again. And we can also Relic Warder our own Batter Skull and then force them to answer the Relic Warder. We could put the GTA on the Batter Skull. Like, they're not winning this game. The cards in hand are P-Fire, P-Fire, Batter Skull. They're dead if they play Batter Skull. They know that. They are known information dead. He can double, yeah. I mean, he can use 6 mana to turn double punishing firing the Batter Skull. That is a valid line. Yeah, now I think I just want to cast this GTA and equip it to the Stoneforge, I guess. Just punch with all. They could, like, P-Fire down the Stoneforge and, like, the Thalia or something. And then we Crocs the Thalia. Well, then they get to, like, 4 mana. Maybe I want to equip it to the Germ to force them to double P-Fire the Germ. Oh, man, if this was a factory, no one ever. I think this would probably be maybe a little bit better as a factory right now. I'm not sure. So if I equip to the Stoneforge, they P-Fire the Stoneforge, they can P-Fire the Thalia, I bounce it, and then they can untap, buy back the P-Fires, and P-Fire down the Skull, and then we, like, have to slowly build back up. But we equip to the Germ, we force them to kill the Germ, they take 3. We're burning down our clock. They take 3, go to 4, and then we have a Germ in play and a GTA, and their Punishing Fire still costs like 1 trillion mana. Yeah, let's equip to the Germ. We have 4 minutes left, but this game's over in 4 minutes. Is our opponent on? No, our opponent is on the Jeskai Delver Blade nonsense. Got second place in the MCQ in Seattle. There's no Ren in 6s. There's no actual use for the green mana. Double P-Fire the Germ, yes. You got it. They can buy back both the P-Fires, sure. They draw True Name here. Can we do anything? Probably. So now they can only cast 1 P-Fire, which is very notable. I need to actually like kill them. You do equip G2. Yeah, they can't kill the stuff on my. So I think I just want to attack and redeploy the skull. Just sitting in these like absurd holding patterns. Wait, we have 6 mana. I probably should have equipped. Should I have? Maybe not. If I equipped, they could P-Fire the Thalia, and I couldn't pick up and... No, the skull... Picking up and replaying the skull costs 5 mana. Never mind. We have to replay Thalia anyway. So we can just equip the Stone Forge with the Batter Skull here and hope they don't find, like, Source of Plowshares. Seems risky. Is it? I mean... I'm gonna really eat shit when I lose this game all of a sudden. Didn't like exactly plow though. Or like True Name. True Name's obnoxious. Third P-Fire inbound. Jace. The deck doesn't play any Jaces as far as I know. So Forge doesn't do jack. They are just dead to this plow. Oh, they're not dead to the plow. Their hand is... Yeah, we know their whole hand, so... Punch. Aaron is P-Fire, P-Fire, GT Skull. P-Fire their own Delver, sure. I tapped really poorly. I'll play with this Revoker about anything to name. I guess I'll just name Jace just in case. I tapped extremely poorly. Or else I could have like played Thalia and left up Crocus here, which is better. And it's still P-Fire, P-Fire, Batter Skull, GT. Then you draw like Plow to win. Or True Name, I still think does something. Nope, they're dead. We know their whole hand. Wait, they can actually... No, they... Right? No, they can cast 3 P-Fires on this Stoneforge, I think. What's this? Batter Skull? Yeah, they can't. Oh, no, they can. No, we can just cast Thalia and then Relic Order. We're fine. That's game, finally. That game got a little bit out of hand there. Managed to beat 6-0. No, we lost. We're 2-1 right now. We lost really quick against Rogue Delver after beating Rogue Delver really quick. Finally close this deck list and never look at it again. Oh, that's an 0-2, yeah. The disc succeeds at annoying the shit out of you. That's true. That was close. I think it was a lot further away from close than it. I don't know. It felt like pretty in control until like it kind of got out of the hand there with like punishing fires at the end, but wasn't like particularly worried. Yeah, I guess that's the way of putting it. We were very far ahead and steadily got less ahead as the game went on, but as the like those final games or those final turns like came into play, but like there was no point where I was like, man, we might die. Sand's probably good enough. Begrudgingly keep. Double Wisp, no Vile Hands are awkward, but can I ask why you were you just like trying out the MCQ list? Because like I'm very unimpressed by that list for a lot of reasons currently. Like it does not seem like playing a no basics deck in the Ren and 6 meta and playing Punishing Fire. Playing blue-white Delver Splash Punishing Fire for no basics is like what you want to be doing currently. Please no L's. Please no L's. Oh, not L's. I agree. I think. Oh no! Fuck! I have 6th. Damn it! Should have plowed this. Fuck. Too distracted by chat. I think it's right, except I guess Ren 6. Ren 6 is like the format right now. I think I'd still want to plow this over Thalia. We're playing as Maverick too. I mean, I would love to have like just cast a Thalia here on curve. It'd be much better than plowing it here, but I don't think not playing Thalia is like a gigantic loss. I'll blame this plow on chat. No, yeah, True Nightmare is someone that is not Harrison. I don't know who Harrison is, though, so. Turn 2 Teague, huh? I don't give a fuck about that. Now we'll deploy the Thalia. Yeah, I assume, like... I assume he took the list from the MCQ and was giving it a whirl. But, like, I think that the list where that the world where that MCQ list is, like, playable in any shape, form, or fashion is definitely not the current world at all. I don't even know how playable it was pre-Modern Horizons. Or whatever. Yeah, Modern Horizons. Nice Teague opponent. Schadenport. I wanted that. I'm gonna stop them from like casting a Knight of the Reliquary or something this turn. Hopefully we get substantial enough pressure to close out this game. We also get to like Wisp my Wisp and Wisp their land next turn for mana denial. Not gonna block. Yeah, people... I never even think... Like, there are so many times where I feel like you just shouldn't even cast a Gaddock Teague against Death of Taxes. Just like, having Grizzly Bear in play is just not worth turning off your green suns. Yeah. Game. Alright. He played a Haber for me. Like, I sometimes boarding Containment Priest in the matchup, and Gaddock Teague is a worse version of Containment Priest, but like... 6 cards for this matchup. Does that seem right? That seems right. We have 6 cuts. Prelate, Thalia, Spirit Keeper. Rip's not good. Chalice not good. Kato's not good. Yeah, that seems fine. Alright. Madrig's a tricky matchup. Been seeing a lot more lately. But it's not as bad as a lot of people seem to make it out to be. Also depends on the color splash, but sans gas. A lot of good cards here. Roker, Needle, and Judgment. Pretty solid assortment here. Okay, Green Sun for 1. Jite, huh? So if we play this Revoker here and rename Jite, they can't remove it and hit me. Even if they could, like, we can Judgment it if we need to, but like, because they would need to play 4th land, and then they would like play a Plow, and also this Noble Hierarch doesn't tap for mana and attack me, so yeah, pretty safe to just Revoker this Jite here. Umezawa's Jite. Burger is the least stable of our. I guess no, they couldn't. Wait, am I dumb? Yeah, they can't hit me. What am I thinking? I don't know why my brain just went like they needed to like cast this Jite or something. They could have easily just played land Plowed me and hit me, but then we saw Judgment for it, so it doesn't matter. Do I want to needle this Jite? I kind of want to save Judgment for like other things. We just like needle, play Port. They didn't hit a land drop, so we can actually attack their mana, like, the following turn, Wasteland Port or something. Gomez was Jite. Play Rashadan Port. Glad they burned a Judgment on a 2-1. We just need to draw a creature. Preferably like a Palace Jailer would be a really good way to put away this game. Also, honestly, except like Revoker, because then the following we get like Wasteland the Savannah, Revoke the Hierarch, start like just assaulting their mana base. They missed their land drop last turn, so. Alright, I'm only gonna screenshot their side of the board. So I don't so they don't see my needle, but I'm definitely going to screenshot this and laugh at Maverick players. Alright, we're playing. Do I play this Noble Hierarch? How greedy is that? How greedy is plowing this Noble Hierarch? Plow it. I think I kind of want to. We also have Council Judgment lined up if we actually need to remove a creature. Oh. Oh. Still play this out because we might end up judgmenting this oof. I'll wait till you flicker your needle. Ooh. Oh, wow. We actually do need to flicker. Do we flicker our needle? I wonder, do we flicker our needle on the off chance they don't fetch this with this Foothills? God, wouldn't that be a thing? There's no better flicker target, right? And if they do fetch, we just like name GTA again. There's not like a good flicker target here. Flicker the needle, put it on night. What? I'm kind of concerned that this oaf might leave play at some point, and we can just judgment a night, right? I'm definitely gonna flicker the needle and 100% naming foothills if they fuck up. Stop thinking about it, opponent. Just go to the end step. Yeah, don't worry about it. Nothing's gonna happen. Yep, just let the needle come back. Aw, oh, damn it. It does force them to fetch here, though. It's not nothing. Opponent has 900 IQ. We're gonna name it was GTA again, I think. Because I think we're gonna kill this oaf at some point. Yeah, hit it when the opponent makes like the obvious doesn't play into the obvious onboard trick. The worst feeling. Let's draw like Stoneforge Mystic. Not draw basic planes. We need judgment this oof to stop taking pock shots. Judgment is still poor. We'd probably spend another turn sitting here though. Rather judgment like a knight. We have plenty of mana, so like our file's not super important. Plenty of life total to work with. Council's judgment the coder, yeah, exactly. Draw like. Yeah, Stoneforge Mystic, that's pretty good. Now we might need to Council Judgment the Oaf at some point. I guess we could just go get Batter Skull. We don't even need to kill the Oaf, right? We could just go get a Batter Skull. Not getting GTA, that's for certain. Sword is only good if we kill the Oof. Yeah, let's grab the old skull. Even just cast it if my opponent kills my Stoneforge here. Scrib Ranger, you got it, boss. We got a lot of mana though now with the Scrib Ranger. Don't think we can. I think the mana denial plan is off. They have like 4 mana now. It's a little scary actually. It's not that scary, is it? It's like I mean, it gives them a lot of mana. The things that they can do now that they have the access to their mana might be scary. But like we have Council's Judgment lined up for their first threat, and we have like a Batter Skull, which we can redeploy a lot because we have a ton of lands. Punch for 3. Yup. If the only thing stopping their GTA was their needle. I mean, their oaf is also stopping their own GTA, so I'm like not that uncomfortable. Also, GTA needle is like not the easiest permanent to get off the board, right? Yep, there's a coder. More hierarchs. Oh, you mean like the oaf? Yeah, it'd be a little bit more comfortable if there was only a needle and not also the oaf in play. So we can judgment, Batter Skull, Mom here. Judgment. And before they vote for their oaf, kill my needle and then GTA me. That would be the 900 IQ play. use my judgment to get rid of their oath, and then like green sun for Night of Autumn, pop the needle, and like GT me. The true 9,000 IQ play. A little concerned that might like use their oath for chump blocking though. Like just hit, punch me to death with a Scrib Ranger. We have to attack with the Battle Scroll to gain life, right? And then if they like can pop the GT or pop the needle. Don't know what the cards in their hand are currently though. I feel like that's what they're geared up here to do, though. Chump block with the oath. You draw like Flicker Wisp would be an excellent draw. Palace Jailer would probably be a great draw. Interesting. I don't think I could put in my Battle Skull here. If they vote for Stoneforge, we take another Pock Shot from the Scrib Ranger, but we can just cast the Battle Skull. If they vote for the Needle, we have to start worrying about them getting GT online, but we can't do anything about that. They could also vote for the Mom. I think it's either the Mom or the Needle, but either way, I think if they want to kill my Battle Skull, them exiling Stoneforge is better than them exiling my Battle Skull. So I'll just let this happen. I think they might go after the Needle, though, because they can beat a Mom because they have flying, right? Opponent apparently has not figured out what they wanted to vote for either. No, they do vote for the Mom. Interesting. I'll also vote for the Mom, I guess. I have 2 cards left in hand, though, so I'm not super concerned that they can pop this GT. Wow, that's a lot of mana. Wait, why didn't they Cradle, Judgment, the Needle, and then equip the GT to the... Oh no, the Collector Oath's dead. Not dead yet. Collector Oath is not off the table yet, so they can't do that. Unfortunately, this also means my Battle Scroll can't attack, right? Oh no, I can, because now that they've burned their thing. Oh cool, they just failed to find. Nice. Good old Squire. Yeah, no Sword of Light and Shadow is very good for me. Ooh. Wasteland with Skag's Cradle is pretty good for me, too. They have 0 cards in hand, so yeah, we definitely have to attack here. Punch. Never F6 because I need to... Oh no, I can't F6. I can't pick up this Battle Scroll. We're fine. I can't make any game actions. Any relevant ones, at least. I can activate my Stoneforge Mystic for no value. Post-War Thalia. Nice. Oh no, I didn't... I F6'd again. Fuck. It's a really awkward race. We're winning. It's a really awkward race that we're winning. And also we drew this Flicker Wisp. So we can not do anything, I guess. You not jump blocking with that. I mean, I can get this Flicker Wisp into play to block this Scrub Ranger at least. I mean, I might as well Flicker my Stoneforge Mystic or something else. So that they pop their... If this Oof dies at some point, we can at least get our sword. Equip the Batter Skull, the Wisp, and win there forever. We can't equip the Batter Skull, they have an Oath in play. I will trade with this Scrib Ranger if the opportunity is provided. Two cards in hand, one of which is Thalia, which is just not a card. So, thanks to my opponent for keeping that one in, I guess. People that leave in Thalia mirrors. I never understand how, like, that isn't the first lesson you learn when you play Thalia decks. Just, if your opponent is also playing Thalia Guardian of Thraben in their main deck, you should probably not. This is a Green Sun? Green Sun for Knight of Autumn, Shadow of the Skull. Could be just like Green Sun for a big old Knight, right? Knight would be pretty scary. Pride Mage, yeah, Pride Mage and Knight of Autumn, I like the same. I hope this isn't an actual 4-drop, because that might be terrifying. Yeah, it's just a Knight of Autumn. Oh, suddenly we're losing on board. I'll block. I won't block that, actually. Never mind. That's bad. Dat bad indeed. Let's draw like a plow for this Oof would be nice. I think we just take this damage, though. Another Stoneforge, huh? Not very helpful. The old Mono Squires. I don't think porting's particularly helpful. My opponent has like 9,000 mana. Probably gonna start chump blocking here in a bit. Yeah, I'll chump block with the Stoneforge. Opponent also has Mono Squires. Opponent's Squires are much better than mine because they have Noble Hierarchs in play. Didn't even cast the Thalia. Love it. Fuck. Don't love that. Lose to this. What can we draw to get ourselves out of this pickle? Squire into Lotus Petal. A Recruiter would probably help get us out of this pickle, right? We just like Recruiter for Wisp. Infinity Wisps. Might be time to trade with this Knight of Autumn. No. I think I'm going to take one more hit. I think I'm going to just take a hit here. Go to 6, because we want, in case we draw a removal spell for this Oof, we want to be able to like equip the sword and attack them in the air, rather than just get blocked by ground creatures all day. So our Flicker Wisp is pretty important. That's bad. That's real bad. That was much better than my draw for turn. Back. It would have been nice to draw that, like, last turn. Dead, yeah, we pretty dead here. Like how opponents drew 4 lands this game. They did, didn't they? They also drew 3 squares. 2 squares? Oh, 2 squares. Alright. Probably time to start chump blocking here. Cool. That was a pretty good draw for them. Alright, we did. Game 3. Maybe my opponent will cut the Thalios now. We'll run it back. If only that were a Mishra's Factory. Then we could have done nothing with it. Doesn't even become a 3/3. Is that an open play? God, Mishra's Factory's not good. I don't like it at all. Damn, that seems good. Jailer's pretty busted if you can get it out early. There's like Hands with Removal versus Maverick are also busted. And Vile, which have like... Sword of Fire and Ice could probably be like most other cards in the deck, and would be this hand would be better, but... I'll accept Vile into like Port or Plow. And like trying to get a Jailer in play as soon as possible and bury them. Nothing. What you got, opponent? A 2-drop. Racer of Warcraft Maverick, huh? Well, I'll plow it. Not really because I want to, but... Actually, maybe... Do I plow this? Maybe I just leave it in play for now. What would I draw to punish me for that? Because I want to port next turn, because their draw seems like pretty not good here. I guess I'm going to have to kill this, so I might as well kill it now. We had like a recruit a 2-drop here if we wanted, but I think I want to just be porting. I really should have led with Plains, because if we draw Ancient Tomb... Nope, doesn't matter. We do have Jailer next turn, though, which is nice. If they play a creature, we'll just Jailer it. Maybe that's a reason to just, like, let them cast a spell here. I can just, like, get my sword down. And we start recruiting Wisps and, like, Wisping the Jailer and stuff and just bury them. Yeah, let's just spend this turn getting the sword in play. We get punished if they have, like, 2 things, but they would need, like, a Mana Dork and a thing. And then we'll have 2 blockers still. Go ahead, cast a Knight of the Reliquary. See what I care, opponent. I feel like Knight of Autumn me that's kind of obnoxious. I'd probably still Jailer it. Hopefully they don't pop the Vial or else it'd be kind of sad, but we have enough lands to deal with that anyway. Hopefully they just like slam Knight of the Reliquary here and they just get dumpstered. Come on, Coder. Aw, Knight of Autumn. Alright, cool, they popped the sword. I'm still gonna jailer that. I just want to draw cards. Recruit for Flicker Wisps. We even have a Council's Judgment to kill another thing, too. Fine. I'll go and recruit my Flicker Wisp right now, opponent. I see how it is. Why does my opponent have multiple Phyrexian Rope? Is this like a legitimate sideboard card? Is this like Renin 6 tech? I feel like you'd rather like Needles, right? And a Mom, huh? And a Wasteland. That doesn't really do a lot. Ooh, that does do a lot. I think I'm just gonna wisp my Jailer and eat this Mom. Just like keep airing them. We have like infinity blockers. Even if they like secretly have a Swamp and Zealous Persecution, we still have the Jailer to block. Yes, we are going to Jailer the crap out of them. That is in fact the current plan. We could also like have like we could like Jailer the Revoker and then have this other Wisp and then Jailer more stuff. I don't even know how much I care about this Revoker. Alright, they just give up. Yeah, I don't know how much I care that the Revoker's in play when we're just drawing 2 cards a turn and just like actively hitting all of our land drops. Alright, final boss. It switches the... Everyone knows so much about computers. I don't know jack. Man, what if we just like keep this and they're playing Delver and we just get them? There's no way this hand's keepable, right? This hand's just really bad. This hand's like keepable. Why are they all colors? What? I think this might just because I might get as close to my keyboard. What do the colors mean? Basic swamp. What does that mean? Could mean red-black. This doesn't feel like a red-black reanimator swamp, though. I don't know what swamp. This feels like a pox swamp, though. Doesn't feel like a Grixis control swamp at all. Different levels of tactile feelings. Of keys feel unbalanced or don't bounce. Yeah, I don't know shit. It's a keyboard. A keyboard's a keyboard. To me. Picture's not centered in the box. Is it not? Oh, fuck. This is red-black reanimator. It's like pretty much centered. Excuse me? I knew these were like fucking bad black deck swamps. Didn't expect a Desecration Demon, but... Right on time, Mother of Runes. I think I might want this Mother of Runes more than the Thalia. Like, Mother of Runes plus Wisp blocks a Desecration Demon, which is the first time I've said that in Legacy. Play out Caracas just in case, like, some stupid shit happens next turn. No, I would not like to sack. Is that your bookshelf we see? I thought it was the end of the picture. Oh yeah, no, that's oh yeah, the bookshelf right here. The end is right here. Right at the Lighthouse Triumph, sure. Oh god, what? This is just some fucking Bono Black Dark Depths bullshit with also a Desecration Demon, I guess. Sure, why not? Well, we can beat a Merit Lage. They have 2 cards left in hand. Like I said, unplayable deck. But I mean, we just recruit her for Jailer, right? And like, don't get thought seized. Is the current plan? Put this Desecration Demon in jail. Then they get me with the second Desecration Demon. I mean, they don't because that was a Flicker Wisp, but Palace Jailer is our current plan. No, I would not like to sack. I think I'm taking another 6. I don't want to sack this Recruiter. Recruit Jailer, hope they cast Inquisition. Now we're gonna get hymned for like Jailer and Wisp. No, I would not like to sack. Wow, that is an annoying trigger. And you can't like auto no because sometimes you do want to sack. You can always yield to it at least. And just hit no. They like play Thespian Sage, we can't cast Jailer. Knowing now, I remember when it first came out. I didn't play Moto when it came out, at least. I played it in paper, and like you can deal with triggers in paper a lot easier. Ah, fuck, we can't cast J-Lo this turn. What do I want to do here? Do I want to revoke Hexmage? Probably. And like we're probably sacking Thalia. Oh, sure. Never mind, we're sacking this Revoker. We have a Caracas in play, opponent. You do know that, right? Bounce this right now. Don't want any shenanigans. In before Not of This World. God damn it. Guess I should have played Thalia. What a fool I was. Not of This World is such a stupid Magic card. It is a weird Magic card for sure. Why does it exist? It exists to go with your Eldrazi, right? So you're like, oh, I'm gonna... Thalia doesn't force action. Yeah, but that means they can't make a Merit Lage that turn, right? We just Thalia leave up Caracas? I mean, if I'm playing around Not of This World, which I don't think I both either can or wanted to. How do we sideboard for whatever the fuck we just played against? Council's Judgment seems good. Path to Exile, I guess, seems good against Merit Lage and Desecration Demon. Thalia, like, has to be unplayable, right? Forcing action isn't good if it's losing action. Yeah. I mean, I don't think there was a line there that's, like, playing around Out of This World reasonably. Needle is okay. Probably was supposed to play Wisp. Like, maybe. Wisping Recruiter is also a line, but then, like, Wisp Recruiter leave up Caracas, and then we get Not of This World, and then we can, like, chump block with the Wisp. And then we can try to, like... We're at 8. We need to... They could even, like, not even make the Lage and just, like, attack with both creatures, right? And we have to, like, chump block it already. We'd sack the Recruiter at that point, maybe. Problem was that he could not just sack Hexmage, and it was beating the board by itself. Oh yeah, Needle, and Needle seems good against Dark Depths nonsense. Cut, like... Anything else was losing to the board. Yeah, like, maybe Wisp was better, but I think I wanted Wisp in my hand to like Wisp Jailer to beat the second Desecration Demon. What am I cutting? Burma's? Burma seems horrendous. Burma's good against Desecration Demon if you can attack with it first. They probably have Edicts instead of pushes. If you didn't know, None of This World's the same thing. We're taking 6 in the air, still tagging with both. If you didn't have None of This World, he's just not sacking the Hex Mage, and he can just attack me for 8. And I have to block. I'm probably sacking the Recruiter to the Desecration Demon at that point. What's up, Arkin? What am I cutting again? Burma's? Because it's Burma's. Fuck Burma's. Yeah, I don't know if Wisp was like better more than it was like the line that beats that line. You know? Rose tinted glasses, etc., etc. How are we doing? We're 3-1 right now, I think. Yeah, we're 3-1. This game seems like it's good enough to lose horribly. I don't know what my opponent's doing. I still don't think playing the Wisp was right last time either. In the playoffs. I think the Wisp was like incredibly not right last time. That time it like might have been right, but we were playing against like such nonsense. Like at that point, like what are we playing around? From Dark Ritual, Desecration Demon, also Dark Depths. I'm used to the bad mono black deck with Dark Depths combo like being a Reanimator deck, not being a Desecration Demon deck. Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't know. Just kill me. Okay, they are also a Reanimator deck? Sure. Just like Grizzlebrand me on turn 1 this game. Can't beat that. Why play Magic when you can just have everything? Well, this is a note to end on, I suppose. I did not see this coming. I, like, kind of saw this coming. But, like, there's no way my opponent was just, like, playing Desecration Demon as, like, their plan B to Dark Depths, right? But I can't figure out... What I can't figure out is, like, why they're playing Desecration Demon in just, like, the mono-black Reanimator Tinfin... Or the Reanimator Dark Depths deck. That just, like, doesn't seem very good. What is this one? Is this just Sinkhole? Lol. I mean, I saw Not Roll having only because of how absurd the line. Yeah, I figured Not of This World was happening just because, like, that's my luck. Yeah, sure. Alright. Seems legit. Easier to ritual how Think Grave Titan. It's also just, like, a lot worse, though. Would you like draw Caracas? Please. Discard 2 Desecration Demons. But you can cast one next turn, opponent. Why would you just... Maybe they have a third one in hand. Regarding my point of D&T losing to unplayable decks. You're not wrong. D&T is very bad against decks that don't exist. We did it. We drew a castable spell. Got him. Take that, opponent. How you gonna beat Mother of Ruins? We did beat the last unplayable deck we played against today, though. So we're 1-1. Sinkhole. The third Sinkhole. Classic. I want to just cast Leonin Arbiter after representing as lands game 1. Interesting. Let's just draw Caracas. We might actually like somehow have a chance of winning. Oh wait, they just they're gonna make a Desecration Demon? Sure. No. No. Alright, well I'm done for the day. This was an end. Opponent's deck looked cool. It just looked like I don't know, didn't seem very interesting. Seemed like a bad version of the already not very good Reanimator Dark Depths deck. You know what about does Flagstone? Oh man, Flagstone's so good against Sinkhole. How's D&T fare against the 4-color nonsense Delver Clouds? I haven't played against it, but I imagine it's probably like fine. Like, you were like fine against Grixis Delver with Deathrite Shaman back in the day, and like now they're casting Red in 6 instead, which is just worse than Deathrite Shaman. I mean, I guess now they're playing like Tarmogoyf, which is... I don't know, they're playing like Angler before. I don't think the matchup's that bad, but I don't have any experience. Yeah, they have Abrupt Decay, I suppose, which is different than the Grixis Delver decks back in the day. But like, Goyf's like not a threatening magic card. That's why you go up on Rips, right? Rip, like... Goyf, instead of like Gurmag and like Ren and 6 and stuff, like makes Rest in Peace way better against them. Yeah, I mean they have like a couple of Plague Engineers in the sideboard, like the end all be all. Especially when you're boarding in a bunch of removal spells. The uptick in Delver decks would make me like add a Plow to the sideboard though, because I think that the Walking Ballista was just like very bad. It was never super relevant. Like, there are just so many creatures that you want to remove from your opponent's side of the board. Oh, I should have boarded in Path Exile when I played against that Jeskai Delver deck. I had Plows in my deck, and then Path is just strictly better because they don't have any basics. I will reluctantly add a Path back to back. Yeah, it seems like Blue-Red Delver has, like, is being dethroned currently, at least, by the Ren decks, and the Ren decks don't play basics, so Path Exile is great. Please stop playing Sunlance. D&T players out there, just never register that card in your 75. Sunlance is so bad. So we lost mono unplayables, and then we lost to Rug Delver, where we got like super out-tempoed. What card? What card was I just talking about? Sunlance. Yeah, Sunlance. Deal 3 damage. Sorcery, 1 white. Deal 3 damage to a non-white creature. Sunlance kills Revoker in the mirrors. Play Gideon's... God damn it, I hate you guys. Alright, I'm leaving. Get out of here. Never liked that card. Yeah, it has not been playable since, like, 2012, 2013. But, like, some people started playing it when Arcanist was really... Like, when Blue-Red Delver with Arcanist was, like, the top dog. People were starting to, like, try Sunlance. Don't play Sunlance. Just, like, play better removal spells. I miss recording like a bazillion matches? Fuck it, I'll fix my spreadsheet after this. Let's find someone to host. Very anticlimactic end there. Who's streaming? I don't know any of these people. There's Cicerus. I've never known how to pronounce that. Urza Stompy. Card Kingdom. Someone playing 4-color Delver. I'll go host Cicerus. If you're going to play a paper event tomorrow, is this the list you would register? Probably something like this. Something very close to this. I think I'm very happy with the 60. The only thing I've been trying to fiddle with is if I want the 3rd Revoker or I want like another like anti-Delver Haymaker. And the sideboard I'm still not positive on. I need to like go and like actually flesh out a sideboard map against the top decks of the format and like make sure all my sideboarding is clean. Because I know it's not all clean. I know the Delver matchups, I have too many cards to bring in and not enough cards to bring out, so I would need to figure out what I want to be doing there. I take it back, I don't want to host Cicerus. Let's go host this guy. Let's go host Card Kingdom, actually. I Card Kingdom does their weekly legacy on Mondays. Sometimes Connor, sometimes Lomerboy is hosting with them, but not always. But anyway, did you post a guide? I'll post my map when I finish it. It's just like the in-outs. Probably not going into detail about like all the matchups and stuff. I did that a while back. I did a whole stream on like talking about sideboarding and like game plans and matchups and stuff. That was a while ago. The meta has quite changed since then. Maybe it's time for another one. Maybe I could just do it. Maybe that's like an actual like stream community sideboard mapping where I'll just sit and talk about where the meta currently is, and that actually sits me down and forces me to make a sideboard map because I've been like too lazy to do that recently. I should have done it like weeks ago. But anyway, I still don't know where the host button went. I need to fix that problem eventually, but for now I can just type /host. So we'll go host Card Kingdom. Card Kingdom. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you have a good start to your week, I guess. Oh, screen shaking. Monday, so not the greatest day, but you know. Catch you guys. Oh right, follow, subscribe, donate, whatever. I hate saying that at the end. It's boring. Anyway, later.